Oh, salacious chat. Everyone talking about dogs and what they did this weekend, telling everyone good morning. Woo! Aren't we horrible people? My goodness. True Crime Beat is here. True Crime Beat, did you see what I tagged you in? A guy went streaking at the Walmart in Florida, and the employees, he was chasing them. He had a heart on, and he ran out in the woods. Were you there, True Crime Beat? Was he chasing you with a heart on? Where's True Crime Beat? Good morning, Mary Lopez. V. Oakley wants to see that trout. Who knows what Shannon would have done? Who knows? Yep, I put it in the Crime Lines and Lies Facebook group. V. Oakley missed it. Oh, yeah. I couldn't imagine being at the grocery store. Okay, hold on. True Crime Beat said, no, that's insane. No, that's over 2 hours away. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it out here because we heard all of the conversations we had with the polygraph place last week. I have a feeling True Crime Beat is going to wind up going 2 hours away to shop at that Walmart. Okay? So if you're not in the Facebook group, join in. It's a hoot. So what did everybody do this weekend? I had to lick my wounds after Texas beat Oklahoma. Depressing AF. Depressing AF. Chiefs won last night. Woo! Woo! Go Chiefs. Go Chiefs. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. But right after the game, a player from the Lions got into a fight with a Chiefs player, and it was a brawl right there on the field. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. Teresa, you lost your membership. Girl, what's going on? Packers won. I'll tell my son. Look at that. It rhymed. Packers won. I said, I'll tell my son. Vampires Love, thank you so much for the super sticker. Boy, we need that. My goodness. Oh, I'm sorry. Teresa said it was gifted. Well, maybe we'll get some gifts in here today. Let's see if I can do it. Let's see. Let me go. Okay, I got to turn that down. I can hear myself talking. That's gross AF. Let's see if I can do it. Okay, I don't want that. Okay, I'll put 5 in because I'm not as rich as Muscles and Mascara. Okay, Mama Bear got 1. Kimberly Brummett, Miss K. Uh-oh. Nope, Teresa didn't get it. Well, poop. I'm sorry about that. You know, swing and miss. Story of my life. Let's take a second and tell everybody good morning and glad you're here. Glad you're here. Boy, I'll tell you what, I'm doing, and you're going to see the exact same thumbnail. I'm telling you that right now. I'm doing a series after the whole polygraph controversy that I drug True Crime Beat into, which, in my opinion, was hilarious. Anyway, because they're still going on and on and on about this polygraph. They won't stop. We have the goods because we spoke to the polygraph people. So I'm doing this right now. Which one of the liars do you believe? Who is the most believable? Because there's many. There's many. Today, we're going to start with Dawn. We're going to break down all the things Dawn has said because he's always at the tip of the tongue when someone is talking about Summer Wells. They always go straight to Dawn. I don't think Dawn was there that day, but I think he was well aware of what was going down. Okay? So let's start with Mr. Seven Alibis. Okay? Now, this was clipped by Michelle Walks. This is one of the reasons that they, as in Dawn and Candace, weren't allowed to see their boys who were in state custody. And you want to hear the shits of the matter? There is a case in Nova Scotia, Canada. And a lady was arguing with me saying that Lily and Jack's case is exactly like Summers. I said, no, I think Summers is a little deeper than Jack and Lily's. And they're like, oh, it's simple. It's so simple, Brooks. CPS is involved, neglect, drug abuse. I'm like, yeah, you can find that correlation in any missing child's case, unless it's a true abduction. Listen, no one's going to shame me off of Al Gore's internet. I'm not no two-trip bitch. But ignorance irritates the hell out of me. And you all know what a true two-trip bitch is, right? Someone that doesn't get all the bags and brings them in. Yeah, absolutely. There's a few similarities. Absolutely. But it can't be the same because Malaya has not confided in anyone saying she's afraid of SA charges. There is a darker thing, I'll put it that way, with Summer. No disrespect to Jack and Lily because they are missing. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, they are missing. They are missing. But there's always going to be similarities in a missing child's case. And you're always going to find neglect. You're always going to find endangerment unless the child was truly abducted. And I think we know by now that I am very upset about Summer's case for many reasons. The games that Candace, it used to be that Dawn played all the games. However, now it's the Can't show. It really is. I mean, what could go wrong? I can give you several examples of children that have been harmed at home. You're always going to see neglect, endangerment, and yeah, you're going to see substance abuse. I'm sorry to say, it's the truth. And I don't care what people ingest, I'll put it that way, that's their business. All I care about is the kids. So let's start with this. When he tells Molly Golightly that he got in trouble for talking to Josie about Summer. Now, I know the first time this came out, this was, I think, in October of 2021. There was a lot of, well, why can't he talk to Josie about Summer? I'm sure Josie is worried because they do not want these children intimidated by their abusers. You understand? They are with the state of Tennessee. Hold on. Real Gemini? Dolly is talking to Rose's daughter that was raised by Lisa K. Ruetz? Fuck me. Grab the link. Grab the link and come up. Okay, grab the link and come up. I'm not going to pull it up. Grab the link and come up. No one's going to know your name. You're not going to be on camera. Grab the link. Lisa K. Ruetz did not raise Rose Bly's daughter? What? Yeah, I'm going to put the link down again. She didn't. No. Only thing she's ever raised is blisters when she got new tennis shoes. Stupid.
Anything to go on, I'd be right up their ass right now.
And the boys didn't see anything either?
No, we're not allowed to talk to the boys about that.
What?
Okay, so if the social workers say to Dawn, and remember the title of the show, this is going to be part 1. You're going to have a part 2. We're going to have a part 3. And then you guys are all going to put it together. Who do you trust the most out of this cast of characters? Okay. I think every one of them. Okay, hold on. Hang on. That chick is here. Hey, that chick. What up, girlfriend?
Hey.
Okay.
She's calling Grandis grandma, and I really.
Okay, start over.
Really,
start over.
I was just saying, I don't know for sure, but she's calling Candace. She's calling Grandis grandma, and well, the sleuth and I did before or whatever. I'd found her page, and I kind of think that Lisa K has been with her dad or whatever because of the small talk that I've seen between her and her aunt, Lisa K and her aunt or whatever. And supposedly like Lisa was Rose's friend, and she was like the friend that was hooking up with her old man. So therefore Jess would be raised by, I'm not trying to dox anybody, so I shouldn't say that.
No, you're not. You're not doxing anybody. Okay, Rose's
she's
daughter.
got a true crime. I told you all in Messenger. I messaged you, but she's got a channel. I couldn't find her voice on it though, but I do. I think it's strange that this is the one I sent you a picture of her before. She looks exactly like Summer would look like if she was in her teens.
Yeah, I'm very well aware of who Lisa K. Ruetz is. And
no, I'm talking about Summer.
And I'm not going to Summer.
Well, I'm talking about Lisa's. I'm talking about Rose's daughter, though.
Okay, yeah, I know what she looks like, but she's obviously way older than Summer Wells.
Well, yeah. But you notice how Rose has like a doppelganger cousin too, that's older than her. I got a well, my dad would call me my cousin Patty Duke.
Okay, hold on. You're cutting out. Go ahead.
Okay, it's kind of like that situation to where she's got a doppelganger cousin, looks just like her.
Okay, well, I mean, when it's a family member, like I look like my cousin, and it's not a doppelganger.
No,
it's called
They're like they're different. They're ages though. They're like a big age gap. Just Rose is a big age gap with her cousins that look like her a lot. You know how close that one cousin looks just like Rose or whatever.
That happens in families. Angel P looks like her sister.
Right.
You know, I mean, obviously.
Well, I think it's weird how Rose has a daughter that looks like one of her cousins, but only it's like her mini me would be like Summer. Anyhow, I really believe that she believes that in her heart. What she's telling Dolly is true, though. You know, but like I said, I'm pretty sure she was raised by Lisa Kay. So I really don't think that they were after Journey. She said that. I don't know if you heard what she was saying on Dolly. You know what I'm talking about, right?
No, I have no idea. That's why I brought you up.
Okay, well,
concerned.
Well,
okay, I can't hear you. You're gonna have to. Okay, all right. So, all right, let's get back to this. I'll address Lisa K. Ruiz.
Hi.
Isn't that fucking crazy?
That
Have
is
you ever
crazy.
heard any bullshit like this in your entire fucking life?
Why
I'm not
can't you
allowed
talk-
to talk to my fucking boys about my daughter. What the fuck kind of shit's that?
That's crazy. Why not?
I've never even. Right? How do you process it? How do you deal with it? I had to sneak the other day when I was with Josie. I had to sneak and talk to him. Like, I had to sneak and talk to him about his sister. I can't believe this shit. I can't even talk to my sons about their fucking own sister. What the fuck?
Are they in therapy now?
No, I'm not allowed to talk. According to welfare and the courts and everything, I'm not allowed to talk to my boys about their.
There's a reason for that, Dawn. They gave you what's called a parenting plan to where they wanted you and your beautiful bride, as you call her, to submit pee and spit every so often to make sure you're off of certain substances. Okay? They didn't pick on the alcohol. According to Dawn, they didn't pick on the alcohol. That chick, I'll bring you up in a second. I need to finish this topic. But when they say, do not speak to your children about Summer, don't. Because for one, I know one of them for a fact was in a therapeutic group home. Probably for things that happened to him, I'm guessing. Probably for things that he's seen, I'm guessing. And what's the first thing Dawn does out of the gate? Well, I was just talking to Josie about Summer. I was just talking. That they told you not to do that. It's very easy to talk to children. Let's say one of the children say, have you found Summer yet? And their belief is that they are with other people because, you know, they're afraid something is going to happen to them. It's very easy to say, don't worry about it, buddy. The police are working on it. Okay?
Missing sister. Like, what the fuck? Like, she's a ghost? What the fuck is this? I don't.
According to you, Dawn, she is. June 18th, 2021, you said you would see her in the resurrection.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
I don't understand it.
That's
No,
odd.
it blows my mind away. So we're just gonna pretend that your sister never existed. Like, what the fuck is this?
Did you ask
Oh
them
my
why?
gosh, it just blows my mind away.
Did you ask them
Yeah, I
why?
tried to ask him about, like, you're just not allowed to talk about, huh? I have 7 alibis,
What?
if not more. Baby, don't break my fucking door. Come on.
Don't break the fucking door, Candace. He said, if not more. He is adamant that what went down June 15th of 2021, he could possibly not be a part of.
Really?
Well, you were at work.
Don't break the fucking door.
Open it then.
You dumb bitch.
Oh, you call me a dumb
You
bitch?
break my fucking door.
Don't break the door, Candace.
Yeah, fuck you.
You dumb motherfucker.
So pleasant to talk to people that way, isn't it? I totally get Molly's reaction because no way in hell would her husband talk to her that way.
You're fucking hard.
No, he
I
said
have
he had
7
the phone.
alibis. I have 7 alibis. Candace ain't
Well,
got
you-
none. She's going
because you
down.
were at work. Right?
Yep. Yep.
And they've always said you were at work.
Yep.
And then
Plus, I have
How
a
did-
good friend named Starlink. My buddy named Starlink. And yeah, Starlink.
And you can hear her go, I know.
now, Don, I've heard the story from other people, but I would love to hear from you, like what actually happened that day. Because I've only heard it from like Chris McDouche and a couple of other people, but I would love to hear
If you don't
from
break
you.
the door,
what
please.
happened that day.
What
Please don't break
Charlie
the door.
bitch?
Please don't break the door.
I asked you a question.
What?
And you asked, okay, Starling,
I was talking to her. What?
stop lying.
She asked me, what? What is your question? What? I'm listening. Come on, man. What?
That real itches. I asked you questions.
I'm fixing to show your ass live on fucking. I'm live. Stop it. It's fucking live, you dumbass.
No, sir.
It is.
No, it isn't.
Can't stop.
Okay, whatever. Play your little game, Donnie.
All right, I'm gonna have to go. She don't think we're live and shit. Okay.
She don't think we're
She's
live.
fucking
and shit.
going off and acting like an alcoholic. I have to get off here now.
That's fine.
I
Thank you
appreciate
so
y'all.
much for talking to us.
Don, I'll
All right,
talk to you
thank
later.
All right, bye.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so back to the question. What person do you believe? And I did not know that their Subaru had that technology. I'm not even sure what GPS we have in our truck, but it's not Starlink. I thought that was newer, but I've been wrong before. But he's like, I've got this friend named Starlink. I'm like, okay, super duper. So again, who do you trust? Who is telling the most truth? Is really all we can say. Who's telling the most truth? I can't really trust anything Dawn and Candace say, but I can understand some things that they say. Okay. If that makes sense. Okay, hold on. Let me go to Phoebe, Australia real quick. Okie doke. I don't know why I can't get it to pop up. This is crazy. Okay, I want to put this to rest. That's why I'm saying it. because, well, it's nuts deluxe. And no, I'm not going to pick on Dolly. Diva, exactly. Why do these people always call in to distract when talking about the wells? They just love to stir in it. You know the old adage, if you stir the shit, be ready to lick the spoon. Now, I don't know who's going to grab the link, so no, I'm not talking about Dolly and PJ. Let's bring back up that chick. Hey, that chick.
Hello. Hello.
I'm here.
Okay, you can hear me. All right. Yeah, I wasn't trying to talk shit on Dolly. I was just saying that he was hearing what he said a family member of Summers had to say, and he had a lot of people thinking that it was solved because they arrested like 4 people that was selling meth. Are you there? They arrested 4 people that was selling meth or whatever, and
Meth.
she
Okay,
was,
you're talking
yeah,
about drugs. You're talking about
Yeah.
drugs. Okay,
Right,
so who's the family member?
well, I believe it would be Rose's daughter. She says she's a grandma, but she definitely doesn't sound like a grandma, and it sounds like her to me. She has a
Okay.
channel. I told you backstage or whatever her channel. But yeah, and she calls the grandest grandma. She's like, it's rude when people say that. I call her grandma. So I mean, if she's calling her grandma, how could she be a grandma? I mean, I guess it could be possible, of course, but
No, it's not.
Okay.
Rose Bly's daughter has been with Christopher Larson ever since Rose went missing. To the
Right.
point that Christopher Larson will not let Grandis around. See, this is
Right.
called someone trying to
I didn't say she was around. She doesn't live that way either. If you'll have to listen to the conversation that
okay, I'm gonna put it up right now.
that
I'm
other
not-
creator. Okay,
Yeah.
you have to listen to what she was saying. If you look it up on the chat or whatever, or not chat, up on
Really?
his channel, on that channel. I'm not
Okay.
talking to Dolly or PJ. I love that. But
Before they know it, they got the wrong damn kid.
there you go.
And what do? Do you hand the kid
You
back
can't
over
just give her
when you
back
got
like,
the
"Oh, whoopsie,
TBI
I got the wrong
and the
kid."
FBI looking for her, and you got
No.
millions of police out there surrounding the house and searchers in the woods and helicopters? You can't just give the kid back, right? So now,
Whoopsie, I got the wrong kid. Here you go. No.
now this kid is going to get us in trouble, and it's going
Right.
to bring down the whole drug ring. And then here's the thing: is you got Fred Hill allegedly up on the hill.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the drug ring. I'm more worried about the SA ring. So where does the phone call start?
Hey, he's getting ready to play it. He plays it probably like
She
Um,
just, they took
I
Summer.
can't-
So she's still able to say confidently that somebody took Summer.
And it's always they.
Yes.
about
Like
middle
a
of the
group of people.
Yes.
A group,
third of the way,
right? Like
or
a
middle
group
of the
of
way.
people just happen to be walking through Ben Hill area and take the kid. Like I said, anybody can go to Ben Hill right now. You can drive right out to Ben Hill Road
You
right
get
now
lost.
and don't use your
She's
GPS.
saying that they were meant to
It
take
won't
Jerry.
and
work.
see if you can find their.
Not true.
No, what are you talking about? I can hear just
I'm
fine.
sorry. She says that they meant to take Journey instead of Summer. Is what she tries to say. What
Yeah.
I believe Lisa said to her, whatever. But
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
the conversation with I believe Jess or whoever is Summer's family, it'll happen in probably about I want to say like a third of the way, if not halfway through. He talks. Him and PJ sit and talk about the conversation, phone call or whatever for a minute.
Let's just hear it. Okay, let's hear it.
Okay.
Because it's hard for people to hear if we're talking over it, you know?
That's fine.
House.
It won't work. The GPS won't work.
It'll
If you
work
have-
sometimes.
If you
It
have
worked on-
regular cell signal from freaking any other state, it won't work.
It worked on the GPS and the rental
Not
car.
once you got to the
the
actual
first time I
road.
went there because I didn't know where it was at. The first time I
You could
went,
just
I
skip
used
it
the
a little bit.
GPS on the rental car and it worked. So if anything, cell phone service out there is spotty. And at nighttime, it
Okay, by the way, this is from Phoebe Australia. She clipped it from Dolly's channel. I want to hear when the person comes up and says that Lisa K. Ruitz has Rose's daughter and raised her, which she's probably.
Oh, she doesn't say that. She doesn't say that. I said that. I said that it's Lisa K that raised the girl that's going to talk. That Lisa K was with Rose's old man. Lisa K was friends with Rose.
Okay, so this makes absolutely no sense.
So Lisa K raised Rose's daughter because she's with her old man. She was like with him the night that Rose supposedly went missing or something.
Now, sounds to me like someone is just trying to mess with Lisa K. Ruitz because there's no way on this planet that
I don't know.
this could
She's
be.
really close with them. I'm
No,
pretty
she's
sure that.
not. No, she's not. She supposedly was close with Michael Long's family, Jeannie and her husband. She was supposedly very close with Cash Gurnan's family. I spoke to Cash Gurnan's grandmother. If you saw my show on Friday, she called her the crazy lady from Facebook. Okay,
Right.
she jumped right in to Summers' case. You know how she knew about it? You want to
How?
know?
How?
I had a group for Cash Gurnan, and I had just started my channel. This is in 2021. And I put
Right.
in there, I said, there's a child missing in Tennessee. Her name is Summer Wells. And I said, she went missing yesterday. There's an Amber Alert. I'm going live tonight. And all of a sudden, she jumped right in. And suddenly she knows them all. And I think it's driving her crazy. All right. So why
Right.
people are taking her seriously? I've known this woman for years. I've known her since August of 2020. And I know
Right.
how she inserts herself. Look at that.
Well, I that's what I was picking up on, that she like was with that guy. But anyway, what I'm saying is
Would Christopher Larson be with someone old enough to be with his grandmother?
I don't know. I don't know how old she is. But the girl sounds a lot like Lisa, like not her voice, but like a lot how she talks. Either way, I think that it has something to do with like I said, Rose's daughter. I think that's who it is. Even if she wasn't raised by Lisa K, I think she's like strongly influenced by her.
If you want to join the Cash Gurning group, you can put a search in there for Lisa Ruitz, and you can see everything she said in the chat. She knew none of these people, none of them.
Well, with Cash Gurnan, I have really strong opinions about that too. Like that.
Well,
it was that Monica's son. I believe it was Monica's son, the first video.
No,
100%.
That's done and solved. They have DNA, fingerprints, and everything. They have hair.
Yeah, he came in there in the second video, I believe.
No,
But if you look at the first video,
Stop. We can't rewrite history. When they have
okay,
when they have DNA,
yeah, they have like other kids' DNA in there too, though. And he came in the second video.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
How would they not have his DNA in there? He lived there.
You can watch my show from Thursday. No, they don't have anyone else's DNA on Cash Gurnan. All they have is DBs.
What are they talking about in the house? I got him. Well, I think it looked like that boy. Oh, that doesn't make sense if they only had his. How would that be? Like, are you talking about like fluid, like on him, or like DNA? Because like touch DNA, that kid would have to have like everybody in the house. Like,
well, you would have to watch my show from Thursday where they explain every.
I watched a.
You watched a little bit. No, I
watched a little bit of it, yeah, but
they presented all the evidence, so we're not going to spread misinformation. And
right? No.
Okay, so let's look at this.
I watched all that stuff with cash back when it happened,
Yeah, okay, well, you watched it, and the
but I
police
didn't.
investigated it, and forensics with Texas DPS and the Rangers, they fully know who did what. Thank you so much, Zach Walker, for the Crime Lines and Lies memberships. Making it rain, making it rain. Hey, that chick, how come you don't have a membership?
Probably because I can't figure out how to like add my card on here to get it. I tried.
Hmm.
I can't figure it out like on this phone.
No, you
iPhone,
just,
I could have. My iPhone, I could have.
you just hit the link and it goes right to it. Okay, so let's get to Lisa K. Ruitz. And I did not mean to switch subjects. Today was supposed to be about Dawn, but I got very
Yeah.
off, which is 100% my fault, no one else's. When I hear this Lisa K. Ruitz, who I think is liking the drama, and I think she's liking people talking about her, which is the
Right.
reason I'm trying to leave it alone, because she's not a well person.
Well, I think she's very influenced on the way of Jess's mannerisms and stuff, the way she talks, and I know that like I hear her talking on that channel, Crime Catalyst, I believe is Rose's daughter. Well, Spirit led me that way. So
A spirit,
course.
a spirit,
Spirit leads me that way to believe that
What?
that's
Hold on. What spirit? What are you talking
what
about?
Spirit.
Yeah.
Spirit. I call it the whole of Spirit. We all have this voice, this inner voice. I can't. That's a whole other show. But I told you before that I talked to Spirit.
Well, I've got the spirit too, and my spirit says bullshit.
When you're a Gemini, so
No, my spirit always says bullshit. It says this shit's not true.
well, in Messenger or whatever, I'll have to give you a reading of whoever you want that passed, and we'll see then. But what I want to say is listen to it, and you'll hear it. Like listen to the phone call, you'll hear it. Like
Yeah, I know Lisa's voice. I know
it's not Lisa. It's not Lisa, but she sounds a lot like her, and I also know that she like talks to her, like so. It's all good. I mean, she has a lot of pictures of her on her stuff. You know, Rose's daughter. So
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Why are people bothering Rose's daughter?
I'm not bothering them. I'm telling you that it's I believe it's Rose's daughter that called Dolly.
I'm not saying
100%.
I'm not saying you are. I said, why would anyone bother Rose's daughter?
Well, I'm sure Lisa Kay has. Listen to the way she sounds.
Well, there you
Listen to
go.
this phone call. It's like the phone call is like a third of the way through. I thought, but if she clipped it, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. It's like a little bit more further.
Listen, I am not going to waste my life on time I can't get back listening to bullshit. I'm just not going to do it.
Right.
Like I told you, I have a spirit too that
Right. We all do.
what I call a bullshit meter that says no, no, no,
Right.
no.
Well, truth always comes out in the light. So
Especially, and I'm not talking about you, when people act like it's my first time at the skating rink and I don't know where the bathroom is. The truth is, I've been around a long time and heard a lot of things.
right.
So I know who's full of shit and I know who's not.
Yeah. I hear you. I'm not trying to. I wasn't like I said. I wasn't trying to like be full of shit.
Okay,
I'm
let's
just telling you what I heard and what I've like figured out. But
yeah, I know how to get a hold of Dolly. I know how to get a hold of PJ. I'm not concerned about
no,
it.
I'm not about getting a hold of them. I'm talking about her calling in, and for me trying to figure out who she was, and listening to her, and she called Grandis grandma, and the way she talks.
Mhm.
And at first, I didn't think that she was even like somebody related to Summer. But then I listened to her a few times. I mean, not the whole conversation, but like a few different parts. But I mean, because like she has a lot of truths in what she said, so she had to do a lot of sleuthing because she don't live there in the holler, to find out, these people getting busted and knowing their names. And supposedly this phone call happened prior to the people getting arrested. I don't know. Like one guy's named Spider or whatever, like, and they're just now recently getting busted. So all I
Okay.
think, a lot of what she said.
I'm going to get to the bottom of this since it seems to be bothering some people. I'm just going to call Lisa K. Ruitz myself.
Okay.
And,
Sorry. I'm not trying, like I said, I'm not trying to bullshit nobody. And I ain't trying to cause no harm or any kind of static. But I think that's why I was like trying to talk to you behind the scenes on it. But
no,
I've done a little research, and this is what I've come to believe. So
Okay, hang on. Well,
mean,
I'm calling her. Hang on.
oh, I got another call coming in.
You got another call?
I'll have to
Okay.
get back on the live.
Okay. My spirit's pissed. Come on, Lisa. I know you're up. Okay, let's see if she answers. My spirit needs a beer. Real Gemini, I'm not saying you're trying to talk shit. Okay, Lisa didn't answer. Surprise, surprise, surprise.
Raised in Wisconsin. She was born and raised in Michigan, in the Grand Rapids area. Now, how does she know? How does she claim to know?
Because our girl D, she checks everything out. Okay? And I know Lisa K. Ruitz all too well. Where the hell is Cat OG? I'm going to go ahead and give you all some breaking news. My spirit needs a break. Okay? Now I feel like I've offended Real Gemini. Do your own research. Sorry. You don't need to apologize. Well, not me. All of us collectively have been around for a while. And so when someone decides to prank a channel, I don't exactly run with it. I just don't. And I did not mean to hurt your feelings. Okay. But I mean, I want you to understand some things about Lisa K. Ruitz. And if anybody knows the short and curlies about her, and I'm not making fun of her hair, grab the link. No, honey, I'm not saying you're pranking me. It just seems somebody did something to Dolly, and of course he's going to let him grab the link and he's going to talk to him. It happens. It's happened to me. People have clipped it. People have asked me about it, and I'm like, I don't know who that person is. I don't know. But I'm not going to run with it. Bellanova said Lisa is friends with Grandma Candy, I think. Oh, she's friends with everybody.
ain't gonna lie to y'all. This subject right here keeps me awake at night. Makes me wonder, how does this lady know all this information? How's it humanly possible? She wasn't born and raised in Wisconsin. She was born and raised in Michigan, in the Grand Rapids area. Now, how does she know? How does she claim to know Rose Bly when Rose Bly was growing up? How does she know that? She knows too much in this case, and it keeps me awake at night trying to figure out, how does this lady know all this? Because everything.
Hold on. You heard from Jeannie Bly that her and Lisa K. Ruetz were best friends? Lisa K. Ruetz put in our Discord that she was with Jeannie when Candace gave her baby up for adoption. If she would call me, things would work out a lot better in her favor. You're telling me that Jeannie Bly told you she's friends with Lisa K. Ruetz. Well, just join the Cash Gurning case, and you're going to see in Lisa K. Ruetz's own words that she did not know anything about Summer Wells. She knew nothing about Rose Bly. And then she went on a tangent. No. No. Why would Lisa and Rose be friends? Why would they? Why would they? Why would they? Here, I'll go to the group right now. Let's get back to this.
I would say, in my experience with her in a year and a half, everything this lady says is true. She's correct. How is this humanly possible? I got to figure it out. Y'all, it's driving me nuts. Who is Lisa K. Ruetz? She got a YouTube channel with no videos and 136 subscribers. At first, when Summer came up missing, she did a live stream with Zav Girl 11 months ago.
Huh. Okay, so it looks like Lisa is backstage.
Awesome.
Hello?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah. Wow, you sound good. So explain who you are again, because there are some new people probably coming that are here that didn't see our previous chats.
I'm just a friend of some of the family. Rose's husband, her sister, and a couple friends that grew up with the girls.
So, did you know Candace really well?
No, I do not know Candace.
I mean, go ahead.
I do know her background and her mom's. You know, her mom left their dad when the girls were younger and ran off with their girlfriends. So their dad, Jim, raised the girls.
Some insight on that. This morning I spoke to Investigative Sergeant Mike Stoffel of the Polk County Sheriff's Office in Wisconsin, and he told me that they do not believe that the two cases are connected. Sergeant Stoffel also stated that Rose's case is still an open investigation, and he said that things are definitely happening over there in Wisconsin on the case. I told him about the live I was going to do tonight, and I asked him if it was okay. I actually asked for permission, and he said it was fine, and other than that, he would not comment further. Now, I want to make it clear that when we talk tonight about things that none of us have seen in official documents from the Polk County Sheriff's Office, we have to remember that these things must be considered with the word allegedly.
Does not know Candace or Don. He has texted with Candace, but he does not. It's never met her. Chris is not going to come up. Chris will never come up.
Because Chris doesn't know you. Okay? You are not his attorney. You're a retired UPS driver. Are you kidding me? This is absolutely ridiculous. You don't speak for other people. That is a disgusting thing to do.
I know everybody wants Chris to come up. Everybody wants to just hear his voice, or they want me to hear his voice or something. But I don't think he's gonna do that.
Chris, Jeannie, and Candy will never come up on panel. Chris will go into chat. Jeannie will occasionally comment in the comments on a YouTube. I've seen her do that. But yeah, and Rose Meyer comments too under a pseudonym, but that's it.
Right.
Okay. We respect that. Yeah.
I do. I've done a lot of research into that. There's a lot of information that is not publicly known.
For me to make it clear that Rose's ex-husband, Chris Larson, is the person who reported his 21-year-old wife, Rose, missing 24 hours after she failed to return home. Chris also took at least one polygraph, and law enforcement has stated that it showed that he was being truthful. He also contacted somebody who is on the Facebook for Rose's, I think it was put out by the sheriff's office in Polk County, and she says she was Rose's best friend in high school. And I asked her to tell me about Rose, and this is what she said. She said Rose was quiet and kind to everyone. She said that she remembers the first day she met her. They were juniors in school. And I'll now jump into her voice here. She said, I was new and I knew absolutely no one. We were in an after-school ITV class together, and I needed to find a ride home, but I hadn't a clue who to ask.
Are you kidding me? How would she know these people? She doesn't. If you go to my Cash Gurnan group, hang on, you know what? I'll just put it in there. You can see for yourself how much she knows about them. Okay? It's very easy to research people and insert yourself.
And I was afraid because I lived so far out in the country. She lived in that place called the Barrens. And apparently Rose heard her talking to her mother, and she said, what's the problem? And this girl said, I told her, oh, I need to find a ride home, but I kind of live far out of town. And then Rose asked her, well, where do you live? And she said, well, you've probably never heard of it, but I live off of Olchen Road. I don't know if I said that right, Olchen Road. And the look that Rose gave her was like, she was in shock. And she said, I live right up the road from you. I will give you a ride. And from that day on, this girl said she and I believed it was fate. It was God who led her to me and me to her, and we became best friends.
As me, what are you going to do for her? I mean, do you realize that this woman could possibly be stalked? Do you realize that you can cause this woman, if she's got children, for her children to be hurt? Do you realize what you're doing when you go out here and you do what you're doing? You don't know who I am because I am not that Kathy, whatever the fucking hell you said I was. No, I'm not, hon.
I never said you were Kathy. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. Kathy? Are you talking about that Catherine Morrison? I said you weren't. You're not her. I don't know what you're talking about.
Absolutely not. And I'm not Kathy.
She has said it over and over and over. Over and over and over. Over and over and over. Which again is not anyone's business at all. All right, I'm going to find this post. It's from June 16th, 2021. If you go to the group, you can find it yourself, where she has absolutely no idea who Summer Wells is or anyone else. And then she puts in the comments that she found out through a Google search that she also has a missing aunt.
Moors, or whatever else you said as well.
I never said you were. Never.
Well, that's what I heard. I
have never said that. I have never doxed you, ever.
Wisconsin Mama, would you like to come up and straighten this out? Because Wisconsin Mama said that yes, you did. Say that my name was Kathy Moores and lived in Kentucky.
No, I didn't. I said you weren't Kathy Morse. Everybody says you're Catherine
Not Morse or Morrison or anything in that ram. You supposedly said my name is Kathy Moore or something.
No, I did not. I never did. I don't know why you're lying about me, but I never said that.
I'm not lying about you, hon. That's the name that you sent to Wisconsin Mama.
Oh, it's
Marsh.
Oh, I know Kathy Marsh. She's a friend of mine. She lives in Kingsport.
Why you say that I'm her?
I never did. I know Kathy Marsh.
Then why you send that to Wisconsin Mama?
I think because people were accusing Kathy Marsh of being the Kathy that...
I'm gonna blame this one on Sav Girl. She's the one that got this ball rolling. Hey, Sav Girl, did Lisa make you that quilt? Sav.
Sick behavior. We're here for Summer Wells. I am not going to listen to, unless there's something relevant to it. So the breaking news is that what we do is we follow the evidence and we're here for the kids. So let's get back to what liar do you believe? All right.
Probably because he didn't molest kids when he was little. I like people like that.
You like people that molest kids when they're little? Really?
No. That don't.
Well, then you got me f***ed up, don't you?
Yeah, I guess I do. But can I ask a question now?
Yeah, you really do, man.
Can I ask?
Stop with that bullshit.
Can I ask a question now?
No. You.
Oh, okay. Well,
got me way off base.
You should have read the Bible more, buddy.
Now, I used to love when Don would call in to shows, and when he would get his ass handed to him, he would either change to the Bible or threats. Okay. So let's go through our cast of characters, shall we? There's quite a few. There is quite a few. We have Candace, we have Grandis, we have Dawn. Yep, there's Fred the newlywed, Laura, who was on the road that day, Andy Bernard, Jody Sue Brown, Chad Arnold. Now, I don't think Allie had anything to do with Summer Wells' disappearance. She was nowhere near there. Hunter was nowhere near the house. So let's get back to the main people. And then after we get done with this series, I'm going to put a poll up and it's going to be a hard one to answer. What liar do you believe the most? Which one? Which one? Because verified, we know that Candace Hare and Candace Wells were with Summer that day, and they were on the hill when she went missing. But we know, verified, as in evidence, Candace left 2 more times after they got home. We know she was in Fred's driveway. Now, the second time she left, I don't know what that was about. I can speculate that she wasn't taking a casserole down to Fred and Laura's and hanging out with Fred, Laura, and Chad Arnold just to make sure they had dinner that night. And just being a good neighbor. She was there for something else. And then on her way back home, she texts Marlena saying Summer's missing. Well, how would you know if you were down at Fred's? You can't be in 2 places at once. Then you call Dawn on Facebook. However, your phone works perfect when you're getting cash apps and you're calling 911 on Dawn. So either she was taking Mom's spaghetti down to Fred's or she was there to get her fix. I don't know. It is lie after lie after lie after lie. It's one thing after another that makes 0 sense.
Love my children.
I didn't say you didn't. I never said you didn't.
Oh man, you just don't sit here and run your mouth.
Yes.
Like Mr. Chris McDonough going after little 14-year little boys. What the wrong with you? File?
Yes, correct. That's a
What's
good
wrong
one.
with you?
No, but you
Mr.
are an
CM
admitted one.
wannabe?
You're an admitted
No,
one.
you are.
No, you're an admitted
I
one.
was a little kid and so were
No,
they.
you weren't a little
Hey, I
kid.
can't
She
help
was
it. They
5
don't
years
wanna
old,
fit their
Dawn.
part.
Dawn, she was 5 years old.
Man, stop with that.
You were how old? 12, 13? How long did it go on for, Dawn?
Yeah, I was a little kid.
No, you weren't a little kid. You were a
I didn't know
teenager.
that. Hey, at least I admitted I had.
Miss K, please clarify it's a chat. Absolutely. Chat away. Not a manipulation session. Oh, no, honey, I'm not trying to manipulate anyone. No offense, you don't deny chat positive or negative. No, never. We just don't attack each other. That's it. You're fine, hun. You're fine.
Admitted to my part.
Good job.
But
Congratulations.
They don't want to admit to their part.
She's 5.
I was a little kid.
She was
and
5.
I was 12.
Yeah. Way
Hey, at least
older.
I'm man enough to it.
Okay, Real Gemini, you had your time up here. So I would appreciate you not talking about who the true Jess is. She has nothing to do with the case. You don't need to find anyone who's alive unless you try to find Summer if she's alive. So let's please be fluid, for the sake of Summer Wells, and discuss this topic right now. If anyone has an idea for a show and they want to come up and do it, then I'm more than happy to do it. So let's just please focus, okay? It's my fault, 100%, because I'm the one that got off track. Because when I hear people say Lisa K. Ruitz is doing something, or that she was on someone's show saying she raised Rose's daughter, we already put that to rest. So everyone can sleep very well tonight. Everyone can sleep very well tonight knowing that did not happen. Okay? Get your Z's.
Admit my mistake.
How does that make
Why don't
you a man?
admit your mistake?
How does that make you a man?
It don't make me a man. It makes me a man because I admit that I made a mistake.
Okay,
But they can't
can I
admit
ask
their
you about
mistake.
Summer?
Neither can you. What have you done?
Can I
little
ask
bitch?
you about Summer?
What have you done in your life, you little?
Get it all out, Don.
You.
Get it out.
You made mistakes.
Yeah, sure.
You're not perfect.
I'm not.
You ain't nobody.
No.
You're not.
Nope.
You want to sit there and play like you're high and mighty?
No, I don't.
Like you've never done wrong? I would like to know really about your past.
Have at it.
'Cause you ain't nobody either.
Have at it.
You've made all kinds of mistakes, but you know what? You ain't man enough to admit one mistake you've ever made in your life, are you?
Well, I regret taking this phone call since you won't ask me or let me ask a question.
Yeah, I bet you do because you're a little and you talk just like in Trevor Lee. You're a you're a Chris McDonough wannabe.
Woo! Woo! He is throwing down. By the way, if you guys have a second, check your notifications. Okay? We have another show at 12 o'clock today. 12:05, I believe, because it only takes me 5 minutes to eat lunch. It's about a little girl that was found in a container. A Rubbermaid container. And I'm one of those people that if I came across a lone suitcase or a lone Rubbermaid container, I can tell you right now, I would call 911. We've seen too much in the true crime community. Miss K, yes, I get that. Howard to shut chat down. Oh no, honey, the chat is up and going. Chat away. Don't even worry about that.
I am. That's true. That's true. Okay. Hey, Dawn, why did the dispatcher say that Candace went for a walk and then she said she didn't go for a walk? Oh, you hung up. Well, that was a great phone call. Hilarious. Hilarious. Dawn, I don't have a daughter, Dawn, but she's not missing. Okay. I'm not perfect. All right. That was just ridiculous. Ridiculous. Hilarious. Look, man, don't call and hang up. Let's have a conversation.
No, you look, man. You ain't Bob.
Let's have a conversation.
You ain't Bob. You ain't Bob.
No,
You
I
ain't
actually am here, Dawn.
Oh, no, you
This
really
is my
are not.
show.
Yeah, it's your show.
Why
but
did
you got
Candace
stuff on.
say that she was going for a walk
Why
to
did
dispatch?
Man, because that was a miscommunication.
How is
man.
that
How
a
many times do I got to go over this bullshit?
But how's that a
Man,
miscommunication?
because dispatch, you're not listening.
Yeah, I am.
You want me to explain something, but you can't shut your mouth for 5 damn minutes. Because dispatch had a miscommunication. They didn't understand everything. Candace ain't walking down this hill to go for a walk for nobody except for to look for her daughter, number one. And when she did go look for her daughter, she drove her mama's truck. You there?
Yeah, I'm listening. You told me to shut my mouth. I'm listening.
Okay, well, I'm telling you, and I've told it a million times. How many times I got to tell the same story over and over and over? Nobody can hear.
Okay, so you're saying that it was a miscommunication, that the dispatch lady's wrong, that Candace said that she went for a
I
walk,
didn't
came
say
back.
she was wrong. I never I never said she was wrong. So you're not listening again. I said it was a miscommunication. It happened.
Okay. Candace's ass didn't walk anywhere. Candace walks to get another hit. Candace walks to get another fix. Candace walks to warm up a microwave pizza. Okay, she didn't go on a walk. A lot of people have interpreted this as in she said she went on a walk, as in she was walking to Grandis's tuna can of a trailer. Okay. The only walk she should have taken that day is in the woods to find her daughter. All right. She wasn't on a walk. I have a feeling that's what she told Dawn. And that's what Dawn repeated to 911. We have a whole playlist, and you can hear the 911 call. You're only going to get the dispatch. You're not going to hear Dawn, Candace, or anything like that. It's just the dispatch.
It happens all the time.
Well, what about the time discrepancy?
There is no time discrepancy.
Well, there is, because the 911 call was at 6:34.
No, there's not.
Yes, there was, Dawn. And
no, there's not.
Dawn.
No, you're wrong.
No, I'm not.
You're wrong. See, again, you're not listening. I'm trying to tell you all the truth, but you all want to stir up a bunch of crap like Mr. Chris McDonough wannabe wants.
Okay, this isn't about Chris McDonough and your axe to grind with him. Okay, this isn't about him. This is this is between you and I.
Okay, man, I've been your friend before, and I've talked to you many times in the middle of the night, going through all this trauma and everything else, and now all of a sudden you want to act like there's something going on. Whoa, and all this crazy stuff. The fact of it is our little girl is missing, and y'all want to act like, you know.
Don, you and I have never been friends. What are you talking about?
You know what? Okay, then we have never been friends, but you want to act like you're my friend.
No, I
and
don't.
Talk to me throughout the night, set me up, and make me look stupid.
No, I don't do that. You
have the same MO as Chris McDonough.
Why do you keep bringing up Chris McDonough?
Because you just like him.
No, I'm not.
He come in here and act like he was our best friend. Because you all say you're going to help us find our daughter and everything else, and we turn to you people to help us find our daughter, and then you turn around and stab it in our back just for content and clicks and views. Who's sicker in this situation?
You and Candace.
No, you.
No, okay.
You are.
Well, whatever
my
you
friend.
think. Whatever you think, Don.
Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah,
Okay.
damn right, and I'm sticking with that.
Well, that's good.
Because it's about your show and you. It's not even about my daughter.
I know, it's
you don't
not.
give
No.
a damn about my daughter.
No, it's not. Yeah, you're
And
right.
Chris
I don't.
McDonough never give a damn about my daughter.
You're right. If that's really how you
Yeah,
feel,
you damn right I'm right.
if that's,
I know.
Don, if that's
I know.
really how you feel, that's a shame. Because
That is exactly
everybody
how I
here,
feel.
listen. Let me say something to you. Everybody's
Why
panel
have
that
you
everybody's
find my
panel,
daughter?
Don. Everybody's panel that you go on to, they kiss your ass because they think you're going to say something and tell them where Summer
Just
is.
like you.
No.
Yeah.
Am I kissing your ass right now, Don?
No, not right now, but you have in the past.
I
Don't lie
never
to me.
have. Remember
Everybody
that
knows.
time?
They've
Do
seen
you
your
remember
show.
that conversation you had where you called me the N-word 30 times, screaming at me? The last conversation that we.
Hold on, I misunderstood. Auntie Sherry said, who was the woman with a bow, please? I thought you meant on the thumbnail. On the thumbnail, that is Kathy. If you mean the video before, that's Lisa K. Ruitz. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I should have asked you who you were talking about. That is totally my fault. Anybody want to give me Idiot of the Week?
Ever had, Don? Do you really think?
Man, I can't help it if you act like it. I can't help that. That's not my fault.
Are you drinking tonight?
No, are you?
No, I haven't. No. I might
doing
have to after
drugs?
this.
What the hell's wrong with you?
No.
We've never had a conversation like this before, but since you're live, you want to act all crazy.
No, I'm not acting crazy at all.
Now, see, okay, back to the original subject, and we're going to have many of these. You know, my metabolism is as slow today as Candace's IQ. All right. So we're going to have a series of these. And oh my goodness, thank you so much, Tanya. Tanya D, look at you. You've been a member for 8 months. Girl, thank you. Thank you so much. You have no idea what that means to this channel. You have no idea. Thank you so much. So we're starting with Don because he seems to always be on the tip of the tongue when people talk about the Summer Wells case. Every time. And then we're going to get to Grandis. Then we're going to get to Kathy because I think Kathy knows all. I think Kathy knows a lot after her summer of love, no pun intended, with Candace. Okay? Guarantee. Of course, we're going to talk about Candace. Again, it's going to be called What Liar Do You Believe? This is part 1. You're going to see a part 2, a part 3. Listen, these people, they have some big ass problems. Okay? Big ass problems. Well, look at that. You don't have a big ass problem because look at that. Fun to Ski gifted 10 Crime, Lines, and Lies memberships. Thank you. Thank you so much. Val's Variety Venue, he called Josh an N-word a bunch of times. You know what he told me? Dawn, on the phone, mano a mano. I said, it's a bad look when you were talking about your daughter being, I'm going to say, raked on her 18th birthday. You know what he said to me? He said, even a N-word wouldn't rape you because you're too ugly. Well, that wasn't exactly a boost in my self-esteem. It actually made me sick to my gut to hear that. And remember, behind closed doors, these people are totally different. And I don't mean calmer. I don't mean cool, calm, and collected. They are totally different. They're worse. They're worse. This is their best face forward, showing the world how good they can act. Okay? This is their best face forward. I can tell you right now, when you speak to them behind closed doors on the phone, no, they're not that nice. Okay, they're not that nice. Candace called me a pussy fart. I didn't even know what that was. If I could bend in half, I would figure out if that's where my fart came from. But I took enough high school biology to know it doesn't come from there.
Yeah, but when, you know what, when we talk one-on-one privately on the phone, when you're secretly recording my calls and crap, and then playing it later on, man, be real, man. We're live right now. Why are you acting all crazy now?
I'm not. Am I acting crazy?
Whatever, dude.
Am I acting crazy?
Man, you're a total different person when we're talking privately. Supposedly privately. But when
Do you remember that last conversation we had?
Phone call,
Do you remember that last
Man,
conversation we had
I could give a damn less what you think, to
where
be honest
you
with you.
screamed at me and I said, if
I'm
you want to
screaming at
know,
you right now.
I said, if you want to know where your daughter is, go ask your wife.
Man, I do want to. Man, don't even go there.
Then
you little
go
bitch.
ask Candace.
You're such a little bitch.
Because she
You're such a
knows,
little
and you
bitch.
know
that?
she knows where she
You're little
is.
Chris McDonough
She
wannabe.
knows where
Such a
she
little
is.
bitch.
You lie.
Whew. See, this is what we need to get back to. Stop with this. Polygraphs. We already heard about the polygraphs last week. And if you missed it, well, you missed some pretty good shows and some very, very good information. This is what we need to get back to. The root of the story. And when you've heard person after person after person after person say, ask your wife. You know, the first person that said to Dawn, we need you to work with her on her timeline. Do you know who it was? The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, which tells me they knew Dawn went home. Or they would be asking him. And hey, anything's possible. Something traumatic happens, people block things out. We need you to talk to her and work on that timeline. But now he's with some chick named Karen, and she's with Butterfly Kisses, whatever her name is, from West Virginia.
You are a liar. You are a liar. You are a liar.
Hey, meet me face to face,
Shut
and then
up.
let's see how you talk.
Shut
and
up,
see how you
Don.
act.
It's always
Yeah,
you always want to fight.
scared.
You always want to fight somebody.
No, I don't want to fight. I just want to see how you act face to face.
I would be the same way. I'm talking to you right now.
No, you're
Ask
not.
your
No, you
wife,
wouldn't.
Dawn.
Let's bet on that. Let's
Ask
bet on
your
that.
wife
Meet
where
me.
she is. Can you ask
Man,
her?
if my wife knew where she was, you don't see her broken heart. And
No, I
everything she's
I
going through
don't.
For real, shit.
No, I don't.
Well, you need to. You know what? Do you realize what she's been through?
No.
You know, look, let's put everything aside for a minute.
Okay.
Please.
Okay.
Do you know about all the attacks and everything that we've been through, from the psychics to the fake search teams, from the police tearing our house apart over?
Okay, the police has a job to do. I know some people think they don't, but the police has a job to do. Law enforcement has a job to do. So if they tear your house apart, there's a reason for it. The only thing that Candace broke was the bank when she went to the water park on June 18th, 2021, because her and Grandis had a big old day. Okay? They had a big old day. There is no getting around it. I've never seen shit-eating grins like that before in my life. And don't come at me, I don't mean any of you, and say it's not from the 18th. I know exactly when it's from. There they are. You can clearly see Water Park. There's Grandis. There's Candace going in to get on the water slides and, take their summertime bath. Okay? Get in the chlorine, pee in the pool. Oh, Angel on Earth. Candace is actually living with Dee's husband. Oh, I did hear that. Oh, so she truly is in Georgia. Well, I know someone that's not missing her. Dawn.
And over again. Can you not tell me that you wouldn't be traumatized through all that? Do you know that we both passed our lie detector test with TBI? Both of us passed that.
Well, that
That's
doesn't. But that
almost
doesn't
impossible.
matter.
No, yeah, it doesn't matter to you. Of course not.
Well, it doesn't matter to
'Cause you
law
just want
enforcement if
drama.
Thank goodness someone is speaking the truth. Okay? Law enforcement does not care about a lie detector test. What they're looking for is a slam dunk. They're looking for a Chris Watts situation where their blood pressure is up in their ears and their pulse is like 120 when they answer certain questions. Remember, we've had many shows about polygraphs and why they don't matter. Are they a tool for law enforcement? They sure are. How many times has law enforcement say it's worthless to give this particular person a polygraph test because they're a career criminal? Adam Montgomery's one. That's one. Angel Girl said Candace was with Dee when she passed and didn't call 911. She sat on the sofa. That's what I heard too. And she waited for her husband to get home and then called. So she sat there, and my understanding, I wasn't there. So don't take this as knowledge like I was there. She went and got some food. You know, she heated some things up. And then she waited for the husband to get home. Now, according to the husband, and I agree, Candace was friends with Dee. But if you know if someone's on death's door and suddenly you can't wake them, then, you know, call 911. And if I was Daisy, you know, Dee is her moderator, or was. Okay, she's in heaven now. I'd have been fuming mad. Not that she could have saved her. It's just the disrespect. You know? It's just the disrespect.
Kicking your door in while you're in jail.
It does matter to law enforcement because neither one of us are in jail for anything to do with our daughter.
No, not yet.
It matters greatly to me. It might not matter to you, but you know what? To a lot of people that's listening to this, it matters to them. Why doesn't it matter to you?
That you're not in jail, or that you passed a lie detector?
No, because you want to create drama for
Yes,
your show.
you're right. I'm the one
That's all that
I'm the
matters.
one that has caused this.
My daughter does not matter to you. What have you done for my daughter? Let me ask you that.
What have you done for your daughter? That's the question.
I've searched for her.
Bull crap.
I've
That's
put up
such a
with
lie.
assholes like you.
Oh
Hey,
my
don't
God, you're a
overtalk me.
liar.
I've put up with assholes like you
That-
over
so-
and
so-
over again.
So
for my
has
daughter
has
to
Candace
keep her
searched
name
too?
alive.
You and Candace went out and searched?
Yes, she has.
When?
We've searched all over the place.
Okay.
Can you go out? Let me ask you this. Can you go out and search 1 billion homes and just beat on the door and kick the door in and say, is my daughter here? No, you can't. So what do you expect us to do? The next best thing to do is to go to social media.
Mm-hmm.
And what do we get? Is assholes like you. That's what we get. But we put up with it. assholes like you for the sake of our daughter.
Right.
Yes, sir. Now get real for a minute.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm listening. I mean, I'm okay. Let me ask
you, man. That's what it's about. That's why we do this.
Well, let me ask you a
That's
question.
why we let Chris McDonough come into our home.
Look, whatever.
Because he said, I'm going to help you find your daughter. And what did he do? He stabbed us in the back in every way possible.
I don't believe that.
Then what has he done? Besides have me railroaded into prison.
Has he put you in prison?
He hasn't.
K-Town NJ said Candace said she never searched because cops told her she could not search. What country does she live in? Anyone know? Anyone know? Anyone know? Well, I know. She lives in Tennessee, United States of America, where you have freedom to basically do anything you freaking want. They might have told her, stay here in case she comes back, but I will go ahead and, I'll bet you $1 to a donut. But no one told her that she cannot search for her daughter. Now, in the critical days, the first 48 hours, when they told people we need skilled searchers, that might be what she's talking about. But after that, there is no reason for her to not walk around her own property.
Done nothing. What?
Has he put you in prison?
He tried damn hard. He tried to railroad me into prison.
Because of stuff.
Because that's what Chris McDonough does.
Well, because of the things that you've done, right?
I haven't done nothing. Not that any other little kid hasn't done, and nothing that you haven't done yourself.
I've never done that,
sir.
Don. I've never done that.
Oh, yeah, right.
I've never done that, Don.
Liar.
No.
Yeah, you ain't done half.
Not like
You're
that.
an
No,
angel,
no,
right?
no, 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 no. I have
Dude,
never. When I was 13, 12, or 13 years old, I knew a 5-year-old.
Whatever, man. Nobody believes your bullshit, man.
No, they do. They don't believe yours.
Nobody's perfect. Well, hey, man, you know what? I told the truth. I made some mistakes. Yeah, I admitted to it. But you know what? They didn't admit to their part of it.
I think Candace lied to you from the
You
beginning.
know what? Let me tell you something.
I think
I absolutely love this comment. Emily E., thank you for being here, said, you claim, as in Don, she went missing from the house, then complain about the search of the house. And the house was already a wreck. The house is already a wreck. Well, thank you, Auntie Sherry, for the super sticker. Thank you so much. I very much appreciate you. I would love to have you come on panel.
Candace lied to you from the beginning.
Chris McDonough.
I know, you're obsessed. Now listen to me.
Was two signed statements. So you don't want to listen.
No, 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 no. I want to ask you about.
I have to detect. Oh. What?
You what? Sorry. You dropped out.
I had two signed statements against me. That was it. There weren't 7, there weren't 10, there weren't whatever. And they were both lies.
Both of them?
And they were both quickly debunked real quick. See, it shows how much you really pay attention about really how much
Well,
you
there
really
are
know.
other victims though, Don, that have come forward. There's a third
There
victim
are
statement.
not other victims.
There's a third victim
No, you're
statement.
lying.
No, I'm
man.
not.
You're lying.
No, I am not, Don.
Yeah, you are. Then what other victims are there?
You so
Tell me.
the other night you said that there were
You
three.
know so much.
I do.
You tell me. You act like you know so much. There are no other
Don,
victims. Which ones
Don,
are there?
Don, I'm in the know about this. You got to understand that, okay?
You don't know.
I do though.
You
And
don't
I
know.
know that there's a third victim
There
statement.
are no other victims. You're lying.
No,
through
you're
your
lying,
teeth,
Don.
dude.
You are.
Oh, you are, brother. You're,
There is a third
then
victim.
where are they?
There is a third
No,
victim,
bull.
and you.
Well, we know who the third victim is. Okay. We've already heard her statement. I personally don't want to go through Jeannie, Mary, or Rhonda's statements again because they were too upsetting. But this is how much Don cares about his daughter, Summer Wells.
Every night when I wake up to piss before I go to sleep, I go to sleep. I go to sleep every night praying for Summer and begging God and asking Him why. Very first thought I have every night when I wake up to piss before I go to sleep, I go to sleep. I go to sleep every night praying for Summer and begging God and asking Him why. Very
Mm-mm. 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 They should have a lifetime ban not to be around children. And it is done. It is done in many cases. Since Candace spoke to another YouTube creator, it really flipped this case upside down for me. When she said to another creator, and I'm not going to bring her into it, it's on her channel. She wasn't worried about neglect or endangerment because she was already dead set on just signing the boys over. She was worried about SA charges. Or as we call it around here, ST charges. It's not abuse, it's torture. That's the reason when I was talking to that woman in the Jack and Lily group that said, this case, Summer's case, is just like Jack and Lily. I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you. Over the years, I have come to the conclusion that Summer's case is pretty damn dark. And every case is dark when a child is missing. They're very dark. Very dark. And then some have different levels of darkness. Okay. And I will just say that the disappearance of Summer Wells and what she was brought into and the way she was raised is beyond disturbing.
Laugh. And I told him it was all bullshit. And then I told him what it was really about was my dad's house. Because they wanted me out of the way because they wanted my dad's house and all his money. No.
What does Candace want to talk to?
Auntie Sherry said, I haven't taken Dee's number out of my phone yet. Candace, why didn't you render aid? That's a very good question. I can give you my speculation and my opinion. I think it's because she doesn't want authorities around her. She doesn't want to give them her name. She doesn't want them looking her up to find out she's on the government watch list. Doesn't want them to do a little beep, 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 boop, 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 and put her name into Google to see that she's the mother of a missing child. I think she does not want to see anybody in authority at all. She does not call the police. She didn't call the FBI. She didn't call the TBI. She is not active at all in the case of her daughter's disappearance. And the fact that Dee is Daisy's moderator and Candace became friends with her and saw her die on the couch, which is what I was told. And now she's living down there with Dee's husband. And obviously, a much nicer place than 110 Ben Hill Hell. That's really all we need to know about Candace. We know she didn't give a shit when Leslie died. We know she didn't give a shit when Allie died. We know she didn't give a shit when Andrew Hiltz called CPS on her to report what she did to Hunter. You know, Auntie Sherry, go ahead and try to call the number. Candace might answer. She might answer. You can ask her yourself.
No, she don't want to talk to your dumb ass.
Why not? I have questions for her. Maybe she'll talk to me.
You're man. Because you're just like a Chris McDonough wannabe. And
You are
trying to railroad
obsessed.
people
You are obsessed with Chris McDonough. What is Chris?
No, you are.
Chris McDonough is not on here, and I'm not talking about him.
I am.
Okay. Well, do you want me to set up a phone call between you guys?
I don't want to talk to that sorry losing some piece of shit. Hell no.
Why not?
He sent 3 14-year-old boys to prison for murder, man.
No,
What the hell's
actually,
wrong
that's
with
not true. They're not there. They're not in prison.
Yeah, it is true.
No, it's not, Don.
No, they're not now because their
They
family
never went to
sued him
prison,
for
Don.
7.7
They never went to
million.
prison.
Well, whether they went to prison or not, he still got sued for $7.7 million.
No. The
And they won
Oceanside
that
did.
case.
Oceanside did. Not him.
Well, whatever, man.
Yeah, whatever.
Dame Defer said it's disturbing to hear this lab character being so verbally abusive to parents of a missing child who are obviously not coping well. This family is spiraling with grief and addiction. Lab is just as bad. Well, here we go. I'm going to put the link up. I love having these conversations. And I can't stand when people, just want to throw something in chat and not back it up. So grab the link and come up because I really want to hear what you're trying to say. I remember a conversation. Well, I know how many times Dawn has threatened other people. Okay. I hope this person wasn't deleted or blocked. Dame, I'm putting it up again. Come on up. Come on in. Baby, take your shoes off. Come on in. Baby, take your clothes off. Come on in. The blues will be wrong gone. I'm gonna love your hurt away. Come on up. Come on up.
He's still after 14-year-old boys just like you are. What the hell? You a file or something? What's wrong with you?
Dom the Fuhrer's on here too?
No, not yet. What's going on?
Hey, Brooks.
Well, hey, Sherry, what's up, girlfriend?
Just what you asked me to come up, so here I am, sweetheart.
Okay, so I have a question. Why? Just your opinion, because we don't know what's going on in people's heads.
Certainly.
Why do you think Candace waited for Dee's husband to get home?
I think that's highly unusual. The first thing anybody would do is call 911 and render aid, start CPR. Even if you don't know CPR, you watched it on TV enough, all you got to do is just start chest compressions to keep the heart going. If that's indeed what her problem was. I don't know. I don't know what the cause of death is, but I do know they're doing an autopsy.
Okay, so you don't know.
And a toxicology test.
Okay, all right. I'm not asking you, Aunt Sherry, I'm asking in chat.
Okay.
Would anyone, and then you can answer, since they're doing a toxicology, that tells me that the autopsy was inconclusive, because autopsies they're pretty straight to the point.
Yes.
They can tell if someone had a heart attack, they can tell if someone had an aneurysm, a stroke, any of those things. Internal bleeding, it's very cut and dry. All right.
Yes,
but
it is.
when they change it from autopsy to toxicology, would it be out of the realm of possibility that Candace brought some drugs down with her and this woman died of maybe an overdose? Again, speculation only.
Speculation only. I'm not sure that Dee would have taken drugs. I'm not sure that she would have. But whatever health problems she had, I don't think it was very well known that she, none of us knew. I mean, I have Dee's number in my phone. I mean, we used to talk back and forth. And she has a house in Tennessee, and she has a house in Georgia. And she's a really sweet person. When I was in the hospital, she wanted to come and spend the night with me when she was in Georgia. And anyway, after the fact, she called and told me that she would have come. That's how sweet she is.
Oh, she always sounded like a very sweet person when I would catch Daisy's show.
Oh yeah, she's just wonderful. D743.
I remember her. Yeah.
Yes.
And so it seems to me, just what I've heard, around the streets, that her death was unexpected and kind of out of nowhere.
That's the way I took it also.
But that Candace was there with her and waited for her husband to get home from work. And Candace didn't call her husband or 911.
Well, I hope I didn't misspeak about the toxicology, but somewhere I read that or I heard that. So, but don't hold me to that, because I know about the autopsy, but I would assume they would do toxicology along with that.
They only do toxicology if the autopsy is inconclusive.
Probably. Probably.
Well, that's
Dom DeFur. There's my friend right there.
Yeah.
Dom DeFur and I are very good friends.
Okay, cool. I would love to have this person come up.
Well, she's very interesting, and she's outspoken, and she'll tell you what her opinion is.
And no, I'm not mean-spirited. Well, if you ask some people, they're going to say I am. It depends on where my bullshit comes off.
No, you're not. No way.
I really think that Candace not calling for help is her anxiety about authority. So she wanted to make sure that Dee's husband saw her. That's the only thing I can think of.
But what?
Why are you after a 14-year-old boy?
Excuse me, I was talking to my
40 years
caregiver.
ago? What's wrong with you, man?
Say hi. Go ahead.
Hey, Don, I think you're lying again, and I think we need to clarify.
No, I think you're lying again. I think you're a piece of shit too.
I know you do, and I'm good with that. So let's talk about Rob. Let's talk about Rhonda.
I don't know no. Where did you get a name like that?
Well, she's on your victim list.
No, she's not.
Well, I mean, these women have spoken, and they have spoken loud about what Dawn has done to them. So I'm not quite understanding why anyone would call them liars and dismiss what they went through. Okay, it's one thing if a girl at the rodeo says, "Oh, that guy grabbed my buns," or, "Oh, we had sex and he didn't call me the next day," and she develops in her mind that something bad happened to her just out of jealousy, or she was rejected. But these are many accounts of pervertedness. Now, Candace going around driving Dee's car, who has passed away, seems to be a little much for me. Do you have any idea how long Candace is going to be in Georgia at Dee's house?
No, I do not.
Okay.
I don't. I know that she has a house in Tennessee, a house in Georgia. That's what I know. I didn't know about any health problems or anything. But may I tell you something, Brooke? I did a whiteboard.
Okay.
where I wrote down all of the deceased people. Guess who was the hub and had contact with each one of those persons that died?
Who?
Who would you guess?
Well, give me the people.
Jose, Allie, Leslie.
Okay, I'm going to say D.
Maybe we could add D if we want to.
Okay, D.
Okay, and then wait a minute, there's more. But the one person that has connection or had a connection to all of these people is Candace. You could do it on a whiteboard yourself and just draw lines, and you'll see she's in the center of it. She's the only person that has a connection with every one of those people. And Rose being missing. And Summer being missing. I mean, you could do it yourself. Just take a whiteboard, take a piece of paper, write all those people's names, and I probably left out a few. But and that's what you come up with.
It is. I mean, is Daisy aware of this?
Allie.
Allie. And I mean, I get where Daisy's coming from, because I mean, I've had to play nice with people before, who are suspects in a crime, and people would come after me and be like, why are you being so nice to him? Well, because you get more bees with honey. So do you know if Daisy realizes this or not?
I believe Daisy is at the realization stage. I truly believe she is. I think that she's been fooled. I advised her at the very beginning not to befriend certain people, and she disregarded my advice. So I don't know if she was looking for information, and that's why she befriended her. I don't know, but I was never for it. That's all I can tell you. I was never for getting involved with all that mess. No.
Well, I understand that, but if it's for Summer, it's for Summer. I mean, Summer deserves, But I mean, you're right. I mean, I don't need a whiteboard. I mean,
You could do it in your head, Brooks.
No, I can do it in my head.
Yeah.
Now, is it true that, do you know? Was Candace, and I'm going to continue this conversation on Wednesday morning about this, okay?
Okay.
And do you know if she was communicating behind Dee's back before to her husband? And she's still living in their house, and they had the yard sale.
I did see the yard sale.
And those are Dee's things. I assume they were Dawn's things.
I don't know, but wherever the yard was and the road next to it, I have not seen that place before. So she was somewhere different that I have ever seen. And may I say, all of this is my supposition. Okay, I am not making accusations or anything. This is just this is a theory that I've worked out, and I came up with that, and that's all I could say. But you know, I can't put Candace in jail. I can't do anything with Candace.
Well, no, you're not in the police.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to be involved in that at all.
I get you. Can you look at the private chat? I sent you something.
No, I don't know how to do that, Brooks.
Okay.
And by the way, my name's Sherry's Boss because Jiki's changed it to that. She's a nutcase.
No, if you look in the private chat, it's on your phone. You can hit private chat. I sent you something.
Okay. I'll try. Okay.
Okay. If not, you can send me an email. It's on my channel.
Okay.
You know, and I'm really proud of you for speaking up. And you know,
it's a little scary because I don't want to be on that list.
Well, there's no list. There's no list.
The list of people that have passed, I don't want to be on that list. So
Well, I get that. I get that. It's like, you know, I heard another creator say one day, if they can make a 5-year-old disappear, then who am I?
Well,
and I don't know who they is.
But I hate for they to come here because they will get shot. I think everybody knows me and knows me well enough to know that I'm well armed. Just let anybody know that has hard feelings toward me and wants to hurt me.
I don't think anybody in here has hard feelings towards you, or if not, you wouldn't be up here. Goodness.
Well, I feel pretty secure here.
Good.
Actually.
That's how it should be. And that's, you know, I want everyone to feel secure here, you know?
Yes.
I mean, we're friends with each other. I mean, a lot of us are very tight friends. Some of us have even met each other in person.
Yes. I've been following this case for 4 years. I got the Amber Alert in Georgia. But I live in northeast Georgia, and I'm not far from Tennessee or South Carolina, you know. So.
Well, I can tell you right now, Georgia doesn't play around. So if there was any foul play in Dee's demise, it will be thoroughly investigated. And I'm not saying that Summer wasn't thoroughly investigated.
But when you don't render aid?
There's a big difference between having a body and not having a body.
Well, how do we know she didn't even render aid? I mean, you know, we don't know because we can't prove anything and we can't disprove it.
Because her husband has a Facebook, and her husband said that when he got home, Candace said, check on Dee. Again, I wasn't there.
I know Fred too. I've spoken to him on the phone. This is just my supposition and something I figured out, and I was just thinking about it, Brooke. So that's what I came up with. There's always a common denominator, and too many people dying that you personally know. That just seems strange to me. It does.
Well, I mean, in my family, I might get one like every 5 years. And that's, I hate to say it. It's, people that already had an illness.
Yes. Well, I guess I've told you about everything I know to tell you. And I did give you my supposition, my theory, my whiteboard connection. So, and I thank you for inviting me here. I appreciate it.
Well, do you know why Rap is down in Georgia with Candace? Is he the one that gave her a ride?
No, I don't know. I don't want to have anything to do with that dude.
Okay.
He's too far out. No way. I don't care about what happens to Rap. I mean, I do care about an individual, but he's an RS. He's a RSO.
Yeah. But Candace, she's with him because she said on her channel, she said no, Rap's out right now.
See, I didn't see that, and I don't have Facebook, so YouTube is the only social media I'm on.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I appreciate you bringing this back to us. And every time you rewatch something or review something, you might see or hear something that you didn't notice before.
Oh, there's always something sticking out. And like I said,
it's like watching a movie again. You say, I didn't see that the first time.
I found a new part in Pretty Woman a few days ago, and I'm like, how did I never see that before?
Yeah.
Which obviously this is different because we're not watching a movie, we're watching someone's real life.
Oh, yes.
What did you think when Don threatened Josh's life on the lab?
He was drinking. I've had people threaten my life on YouTube. Yes, I have. I've saved it all in a file.
Mm-hmm. Well, those things take me 2 seconds. I turn it into the Glenpool Police Department, and they get to the bottom of it. They'll even tell me, no, we found out it's a bot, or we found this out,
Yes, I know.
So I'm sure you've done your due diligence.
I talked to Adult Protective Services about it, and I had a case. I had a case, and they were going to investigate. But this particular individual has a lot of children, and the more I thought about it, the more I didn't want to take this particular person away from his children. So I didn't do it.
Now, I'm going to ask everyone in the chat, since Candace is living in Dee's house with Dee's husband, and Candace waited, according to Dee's husband, again, I was not there. Do you find it odd that Candace settled right in and started having yard sales, and she sold everything for $5? And I don't know who the lady,
excuse me,
I don't know who the lady was with her at the time.
I know there was a lady with her because I heard someone in the background say, "Thank you, ladies," and it was plural. But when she made that video, you didn't see another person, and you didn't hear another person, and that's how I knew there was some lady with her.
Mm-hmm.
I watched closely. I can't hear very well, but it's made me more observant.
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, in my mind, I'm just like, who are you to sell other people's stuff?
Yes.
You know, that is very strange. But, you know, you can tell a lot about a person how they react when someone dies.
Yes.
About it. Look at how she reacted when Leslie died. She said, fuck her. That's what she said. Look how she reacted when Allie died. She said she had it coming.
That's what I'm saying.
Look how she reacted when Summer vanished.
And
she's
Leslie died. And supposedly Jose died.
gone. When she was told that Jose died in that homeless camp in San Diego, she goes, who? That Mexican guy? That's all she said.
May I tell you something that I heard when she was drunk?
Yeah, go ahead.
And this is on video somewhere. But somebody said, well, what do you know about Rose? And she said, I killed the bitch.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Who says that?
She even said, does that make you happy? I killed the bitch. Does that make you happy? And I'm like, well, no. I mean, honestly, I don't believe she was in the state. You know, but she thinks
But to even say that.
I know.
Drunk or not.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand people.
I don't either. Well,
the craziest people I know are people.
That's a great way to put it. The craziest people I know are people. And I'm going to be quite honest. I have a real tight circle. And when they get crazy on me, don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you.
Oh, if I feel like I need to get down or get out of the chat, I will excuse myself. I mean, I'm not going to sit there and, irritate people.
No one's irritated. No one's saying anything. Everyone's really engaged in what you're saying.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for letting me up, Brooks, and I appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a pleasant Monday. And as Jesus told us to love one another. So, let's do it.
Well said. Well, I will see you in the next show in an hour, okay?
See you, baby.
All right. All right. You guys are the absolute best. I apologize. This is 100% my fault. The way things kind of went off one way and down another. But these are important things to know. So if you don't know about the next show, let me show you. And I want everyone to be there. This is super, super important because, around here, we believe every child is important. And some cases are open and shut. All right, there it is. You might get a notification. So everyone go have your lunch, get your coffee, whatever, you got going on. I'm going to have a tuna sandwich. I made some tuna this morning. Cami, can someone please tell me who Dee is? Daisy's moderator. She became friends with Candace, and Candace went to her house. Dee passed away, and she now lives with her husband. Yeah, she was a mod of Daisy's. All right, you all, you are the absolute best. Please grab that link. Go ahead and hit the like. And let's get Summer's army together and not fight amongst each other. Okay? And just, get it all together for Summer. You guys are the absolute best. Hey, Mod Squad, can't do it without you. That's the reason you all get pajamas for Christmas via Lightning deal on Amazon. I do what I can do. And you come back here in an hour. You guys are absolute best. Thank you so much for the gifted memberships, the super chats. Thank you for keeping this channel going. It's hard to do when you go live at 9 a.m. in the morning. I mean, it's different at night, but you know, I'm in bed at like 6 o'clock at night eating chicken pot pies and watching how to make toy soldiers out of paper towel rolls. Okay. All right. Love you all. I'll see you back here in an hour.